Okay guys, now this is just going to be a short video regarding the Archnemesis modifiers and how to maximize your profit with them. So a friend of mine asked me like what's going to be the best way to maximize your profit, and truth is it just depends on the profit that you want to go for, because there are, for example, Archnemesis modifiers that have scarabs. Would be nice, right? So for example, one thing that a lot of people do is put mirror image and Trent Horde as the first and second Archnemesis modifiers respectively, because what happens is you are going to get yourself a lot of scarabs, and there are going to be special modifiers within these Archnemesis mods, such as here in mirror image, where you can see that rewards are going to be rolled twice, giving the rarest result, so you can increase the quality, so to speak, of your rewards. Alright? Excuse me. So a good thing to go for is that, for example, if you want to go with mirror image, you're going to go with Trent Horde, and then the next low cost Archnemesis that you want to add is Assassin, because it's pretty hurtful but still manageable most of the time, and it's also going to give you currency drops. And then what's going to happen is that mirror image will re-roll it, and the Trent Horde will give you more currency drops, because the minions will also drop basically the same as the rare monster itself, right? So realistically speaking, it is a cheap and effective way to get yourself a good amount of money, and a lot of people have been getting a lot of money from it. You know, there have been people dropping more than one Exalt. I've seen people drop 2 or 3 Exalts once they complete the whole recipe, because what they do is they add rejuvenating as the final part of the 4 Archnemesis modifiers that they get. So in total you get 3 rerolls, 3 currency drops, and scarabs, along with a multiplicative amount, because the minions will be also dropping these, right? So it's a cheap and effective way to get yourself a lot of money. So basically the mechanic is to just maximize your Archnemesis mods by preparing what mods you're going to do first. Like for example, we are going to go with this. As you can see here, Innocence Touched will give you 3 currency drops and will guarantee that all reward types are going to be currency. So anything else that you put after Innocence Touched will always be currency. So what's going to happen here, a good amount of money, and that's going to be a great unique modifier for your reward, so to speak. Trent Horde, all of the minions will be dropping currency. Brian King Touch, you're going to get 6 rerolls plus 3 armor pieces, which will be converted into currency. And finally, Tukuhama Touched, where you're going to drop 3 more rewards, which will be converted to currency, and then rerolled another 4 times, which will give you a total of 10 rerolls plus the guaranteed 9 currency. And of course, the minions that will also be dropping rewards, which will be converted into currency. So as you can see, it just spikes up really exponentially. So general rules of thumb though, if a monster combination is going to be like this, where as you can see here, it's Innocence, Brine King, and Tukuhama Touched, so the monsters will eventually have the powers of all 3 of these bosses or these unique monsters, it is going to be very hard to try and kill, not unless you are, you know, mirror tiered build already. So you can run that in the red map, no problem. But a good thing with this is that currency is not so much gated with area level, so you can run these in a lower tier map, make the monsters a little bit weaker, a little bit easier to deal with, and you can still get your rewards reliably. If, for example, you're going to go with mirror image though, it is going to be better to go for those higher tier maps, because you are more likely to get your gilded scarabs, your polished scarabs, because when I was running them in the low tier maps, I was getting a lot of the rusted scarabs despite having a lot of rerolls, and I was getting some degree of polished scarabs, but I was getting rusted frequently. So I would recommend that if you can manage to run these maps, or if you can manage to run these Archnemesis modifiers comfortably in higher tier maps, it is going to be better to go for them in higher tier maps, because you are going to get yourself, or you will be more likely to be getting the gilded scarabs and whatnot, which will be a little bit more profit, right? So yeah, that's basically it. Short recap. The first two monsters that you place are going to be the most fundamental to your Archnemesis combination. The higher end monsters are going to be easier to run in lower tier maps, and then some items and rewards will be gated by area level, so if you can run them in higher tier maps, please do, because you're going to get the most of your money. Like for example, Shakari Touched, where all types are going to be uniques. If you run that in a level 20 area, good luck with finding a headhunter, because the minimum item level for a headhunter is 40, if I recall correctly. So yeah, you're not gonna get your headhunter there. You can try in other areas, but no. So yeah, that is gonna be it. I hope you guys have a little bit more insight on how to run these Archnem mods. I will provide a link to the PoE database regarding the Archnemesis recipes specifically, so that you can see which ones you need to go for, and you can just click on the specific recipes and they'll give you as well as a visual graph so that you can properly go towards these recipes as you run your maps. So yeah, that has been it. Hopefully you guys had a great league start. I have not. I need my money. Hopefully the Innocence combination is gonna give me at least an Exile. My god. Anyway, that has been it, and I shall be seeing you all in the next episode. And I am gonna go live in a bit, so you can come follow me on my Twitch channel, eh?